Throughout history, humanity has grappled with the profound question of whether gods, spirits, and supernatural beings truly exist, or whether they are simply creations of the human imagination. Across continents and cultures, stories of divine entities and mystical forces have shaped societies, inspired art, and provided comfort or caution. But the line between belief and reality is a complex one, woven from threads of tradition, psychology, and a deep desire to understand the mysteries of existence. In ancient times, before the advent of science and rational inquiry, people often looked to the supernatural to explain the world around them. The movement of the stars, the changing of the seasons, the inexplicable forces of nature, these were attributed to the will of gods and spirits. Myths and legends sprouted from every corner of the globe, describing powerful beings who governed the heavens, the earth, and the underworld. These stories were not merely entertainment. They formed the backbone of cultures, guiding moral behavior and offering answers to life's biggest questions. As civilizations developed, the role of the supernatural evolved. Religious institutions rose to prominence, codifying beliefs and rituals centered on gods and unseen forces. Temples were built, prayers were offered, and communities found strength in shared faith. For many, the presence of the divine was felt in everyday life, in moments of joy, in times of crisis, and in the search for meaning. Even today, billions of people around the world continue to worship, meditate, and seek guidance from supernatural powers. Yet, as science progressed and human understanding deepened, some began to question the literal existence of gods and spirits. Psychology offered new perspectives, suggesting that supernatural experiences might be rooted in the workings of the mind. Dreams, visions, and feelings of transcendence could be explained by neurological processes, emotional states, or cultural conditioning. The concept of the collective unconscious, proposed by Carl Jung, pointed to the idea that certain archetypal images, gods, heroes, monsters, are universal mental constructs, shaped by humanity's shared experience. Still, the debate persists. For some, the supernatural is more than mere imagination. It is a reality that transcends the physical world. Stories abound of miraculous healings, uncanny coincidences, and encounters with spirits that defy rational explanation. Skeptics, however, argue that these experiences can be attributed to misperception, suggestion, or the natural human inclination to find patterns in chaos. The question of whether gods and supernatural beings exist outside of the mind is ultimately unanswerable in any definitive way. Science can investigate, hypothesize, and sometimes debunk specific claims, but the realm of faith and personal experience remains subjective. For believers, the divine is not only real, but essential, a source of hope, guidance, and wonder. For others, it is a powerful metaphor, reflecting the deepest aspirations and fears of the human soul. What is clear is that the images of gods and supernatural beings, whether real or imagined, have left an indelible mark on the world. They have inspired great works of art, driven social change, and shaped the course of history. They offer a window into the human condition, revealing our longing for connection, order, and meaning in a vast and mysterious universe. Ultimately, the story of gods and supernatural beings is the story of humanity itself, a tale of imagination, belief, and the enduring quest to understand what lies beyond the veil of everyday existence. Whether these beings exist outside the mind or within it, their influence is undeniable, reminding us that the boundaries between reality and imagination are often blurred, and that the search for truth is as timeless as the stars.